My people, what an evening of football! What an evening to be a football lover. 5 games, including this Villa game that we will review, give thoughts on as Chelsea approach Villa over the weekend. But Champions League wise, what? Mbappe hat trick against City, Brest exposed in France, Dortmund just a nil-nil draw, but the aggregate was resounding for Dortmund. And then PSV character to go to extra time and dominate that extra time period. PSV deserve it, guys. Congratulations to them, and may they actually cause an upset in the round of 16. Why not? The underdog in this Champions League campaign cannot be overlooked, or the underdogs rather. But yeah, guys, I was watching Villa before I tuned into Champions League, and Villa, guys, we approach them. We play them at Villa Park as they played Liverpool. And to just touch on Liverpool a bit, have you guys noticed that over the last 5 games in the Premier League, Liverpool haven't scored more than 2 goals? They're struggling. They score that second goal. If the opposition match them and make it 2-2, it probably ends there. Darwin Núñez could have won the game for Liverpool, let's be honest. He could have done it. But yeah, he has his moments. He has those traits of missing big opportunities. Now, the goals that Liverpool scored, guys, there were elements of fortune. Even Trent's goal that made it 2-2, guys. There was deflection of Tyrone Mings. For the first goal, it was actually a gift. Garcia just passed it into Jota's path, and Jota assists Salah. And that's how Liverpool got their goals against Villa at Villa Park. If you look at the substitutions that Unai Emery makes, guys, that's what's concerning me the most. Both fullbacks come off. So they started the game with Garcia on the right, Digne on the left, ended the game with Matson on the left and Matty Cash on the right. And then they ensure that more energy comes into the game in the front line as well as the midfield. So they brought on Bogard in the midfield. Jacob Ramsey came off, Jacob Ramsey came on, Rashford came off. So the energy is kept alive. And then the front line, of course, they bring on Daniel Marlin. So the reinforcements that Villa worked on in January are effective, guys. Asensio, Marlin, Rashford, just getting those 3 attackers. It's amazing. Axel Disasi, he's not eligible to play against us. So I don't know who will start alongside Tyrone Mings, who's just come back from injury. So if they don't have Disasi, that might be a major plus for us. Because they play this typical 4-3-3, guys, in defense. They're not trying to make it too complicated. It's not a back 5 really. You could even say it's a back 6 if you count the DMs as defensive players, because McGinn was going as far as the right back role to win the ball back for his team. Captain McGinn doing his thing there. But I'm concerned, guys, because I don't think we should try to match them in midfield in terms of numbers. We need to match them on the flanks, because that's where the energy is. They get the ball forward. They love crosses because they have threats in the box. Ollie Watkins is a huge threat. Of course, Morgan Rogers needs to be considered because he and Asensio are almost rotating their roles between the right wing and the cam. It's very scary. I think it's the worst time to be playing Villa, guys. Honestly, if we're going to win this game, I think we need our fullbacks flanking. As we've been saying over the last week or so, a back 3, back 5. I think it's time to respect Villa. Over this month, I think we haven't shown our opposition enough respect. Hence the back-to-back defeats against Brighton, guys. And we need a response now. Maresca needs to respond. And I hope he was watching the game. I really do hope so. He will probably say that he watched this game and Villa looked strong, Villa looked good. Now, Liverpool had the better chances, of course. But that doesn't really matter when Villa were actually in control most of the game. Villa had a game plan that worked yesterday, guys. So, in terms of Chelsea, I'm still going for the 3-4-3, 5-2-3. We need to do it, guys, with 3 defensive players in the back line, similar to Real Madrid last night. But yeah, guys, I think it's time that we try this. If we do the same thing we've been doing under Maresca, firstly, it will further that Maresca is one-dimensional and that he doesn't want to tweak things, change things up. Our season is on a downward spiral. That's what they say. We're going downwards. The gradient is negative now. And I think it's time to switch it up, guys. And why not play the 3 defenders we have on hand that are at full fitness in Colwell, Tosin, and Chalobah? I think that's the only way we can stop this threat in terms of attack, because Rashford is hungry, guys. Rashford has a point to prove. He's on loan and he wants a permanent move. You can see it. He wants to play for Villa. And then, of course, Morgan Rogers, always in form. Across the season, he's been on fire. Ollie Watkins can never, ever be overlooked, guys. If anything, we need to man mark. It needs to be a man marking situation when it comes to Ollie Watkins. Then we can do what we do on the wings. Gusto has pace. Cucurella has intelligence. May not be the fastest player, but he knows how to do his thing in defense, guys. Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna give a hectic, in-depth analysis, heat maps of how Ollie Watkins moves. He's a mobile number 9. We know him. We don't have a mobile number 9, but we do have Pedro Neto, and Pedro Neto can drift across the front line. We may not have practiced it in training, but Nkunku on the left and Cole Palmer on the right, and Pedro Neto's ability to shift onto either wing. Cole Palmer's played false 9 before. Nkunku has been played as a striker. We know this, guys. So I think we can rotate and confuse them in the attacking third. You know, let's get the ball quickly into the midfield and then move forward from there. If we try to beat Villa in the mid, I don't think we're going to have any success there. It's going to be a very tricky game, and they'll be confident at home, especially with what they did to the league leaders. Who are Chelsea to them right now? Easy meat, easy pickings. No, let's not say that, but it's an easier game for them than Liverpool, definitely, guys. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on how we should line up. Of course, any player that should start for us that I've left out of my predicted lineup. But yeah, guys, I might do another preview, so stay tuned, of course. But these are my early thoughts after watching this game between Villa and Liverpool. And to conclude, I'm concerned. I'm not even going to talk about who should win the title. Liverpool have a bit of a headache, a slump right now, and they play City, but City are also in a bad place after that defeat against Real Madrid. They were demolished, in my opinion. But let's get it, y'all.